Hello, my dear students. Today we will take the new lesson, that is tissue. And I already discussed with you the different levels of organization in the previous lesson, that was cell. That means macromolecules combine, they form cell combine, they form tissue, and tissue combine, they form organ, and organ combine, they form organ system, and organ system combine, they form organism. It is the cellular, or you can say organization of, or you can say cellular organization. Macromolecules like DNA and RNA, amino acids, these are macromolecules which combine together to form cells combine together to form tissues combine together to form organ system, and organism. This is possible in case of multicellular organisms. That means having millions of cells. If this is the unicellular organism, in unicellular organism, there is only single cell, and this single cell is responsible for the performing of all types of functions. This single cell performs all the living functions, like, for example, taking food, or you can say taking nutrition, gaseous exchange, or you can say taking of oxygen and releasing of carbon dioxide. Gaseous exchange, respiration is there, respiration, excretion. All these functions are performed by this single type of cells. That is why these cells, a single cell, perform all these functions on its own, but this single cell is not having the efficiency in performing all these types of functions, and that efficiency is present in the multicellular organisms, because they are having different types of these cells, millions of cells, and these millions of cells, they combine to form tissues perform different functions, organ perform different functions, organ system perform different functions, and as a whole organism survives. Therefore, these multicellular organisms, they are having division of labor means that means different types of cells perform different functions, and obviously when these different functions are performed by specialized group of cells, and obviously their efficiency, or you can say efficacy, is more than when all the functions are performed by the single cell. That means if we compare the multicellular and unicellular organisms, the multicellular organisms having more division of labor than the unicellular organisms. And if we compare the unicellular organisms among themselves, that means prokaryotes and eukaryotes having less division of labor than eukaryotic these single cells. This division of labor, I will give some example. For example, for nutrition there is digestive system. For movement there is nervous system. nervous system. Then for respiration there is respiratory system. All these systems are different to perform these functions very efficiently in multicellular organisms. Now these all organisms, multicellular organisms, having these special functions, usually in case of plants and animals, these plants and animals, they are very different creatures. How these plants and animals, they perform different types of functions, and are the functions same in case of plants and animals to survive? No, definitely not. There are different these tissue systems, there are different cells, there are different functions, because if you differentiate these plants and animals, plants are, they are you can say sedentary means they are fixed to a particular location. That means they require the supporting tissue, they require the supporting tissue. Usually that tissue is dead. That means the tissue which is responsible for the supporting to these big trees and plants, that is usually dead. Now for transportation of water and food, there is xylem and phloem is there for transportation of food and water. Now if we look towards the plant's growth, the growth of the plants is different. Some parts of the plants grow and some parts of the plants grow up to a particular limit, and other parts grow continuously throughout their life. For example, the tips of the branches, they grow, or you can say continuously grow, continuous growth, due to the presence of special tissues that is known as meristematic tissue. Meristematic tissue is only present in the plants, that is why they grow throughout their life. In case of animals, they are locomotory. These plants, animals, they do locomotion. Locomotion means they move from one place to another place in search of food, shelter, and this mating. So they require more energy. Than plants, because they are fixed. Therefore the plants are different from these. None type of tissue present in the animals is usually dead, except few. There are different move from one place to another place. That means animals require more energy than plants. Now for example, for nutrition, they require the digestive system. The growth is limited. Limited in animals. That means, or you can say, more uniform than plants. This was the little difference, but you can add more different points to these plants and animals. These are some little difference points between the plants and animals. It was the introduction about the tissues, and I hope you will understand these points. Thank you. Have a nice day.